Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Bethany if you are new here. I have put up a couple anti-MLM videos. I'll link them down below. Go check those out if you have not already. If you are new here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe if you want, I guess. And yeah, let's get started. So my last video that I posted was kind of like a serious matter. But this one is going to be so much more fun. I have my little phone here with all the reasons listed of why I left LuLaRoe. And y'all, I put this list together in 5 minutes. That's how much, like, I barely even thought about it, to be honest. And I already had like 30 reasons why, like a bajillion reasons. So I'm just going to get right into it. If you didn't know, I signed up to sell LuLaRoe. And I talked about why I signed up, which was very mental health related. I'm bipolar and I was in a manic episode whenever I found, joined, sold, recruited all the LuLaRoe. So that was why I signed up. Now this video is going to talk about why I left. Alright, so I left LuLaRoe after selling for about a year. I think I said 2 years at one point. No, I think it was closer to a year. And there were multiple red flags throughout those years, and I ignored a lot of them until like I finally hit my breaking point. So I have a whole list here, and I guess I'm just going to go through a list and talk about each point. So it's not really organized in any kind of way. The number one issue was quality. The quality of the clothing went straight down the shitter. Like down in the pooper. When I first signed up, I loved the quality. They were so well made. And actually when I signed up, everything was made in the USA. Like when LuLaRoe first started their business, it was all made in the USA, which was one of the reasons why I signed up. I loved that. Like, I love the fact, like, you know, obviously I want to support American made companies. So that was one of the selling points of why I chose to sign up. Well, once I signed up, they onboarded 80 million, thousand, trillion consultants and flooded the market. And because of that, they had to find a quicker turnaround of who could make products faster so they could onboard consultants faster. And they did that by outsourcing out in like China and Vietnam and I don't know, lots of different places. So the quality of LuLaRoe leggings and clothing in general went very much downhill because they were just trying to mass produce, get it all out as quick as possible, so they could get it to the consultants as fast as possible. So I would get a box of leggings and I would open them up, and first of all they would stink. Alright, so they would smell like mold or like stinky fish or like rotten nastiness. And I would take a legging, like a pair of leggings out of the bag, and not kidding you, one leg would be fine and one leg would be this much shorter than the other. So like, how am I going to sell it whenever it's like this much shorter than on the other leg? How the hell am I supposed to sell that? People would put their leggings on, and in the process of putting their leggings on would rip them to shreds. So I remember LuLaRoe like putting out this mass like little mailer out to us, or little blurb or thing where we could show to our clients of the proper way to put on leggings. I swear you guys, I'm not making this up. LuLaRoe made a graphic highlighting and instructing us on the proper way to put on leggings because their quality was so shit that they were like, oh, they're blaming us though, blaming the purchasers. Oh, okay, well it's not my product, my quality is perfect. It's just you putting them on wrong and putting your, you know, not putting them on the right way, and or being too big for them. That was another thing, like make sure you're wearing the right size and you're not too big for them. The next point, the designs. we had no control over what we purchased. And so I would place a massive order of like $2,000. That's a massive order, which is like 3 or 4 boxes. They would be delivered, and I would say at least 2/3 of those were like the butt ugliest prints that I have ever seen. And I'm like trying to hype them up and trying to, you know, be like, oh, this is so cute, and this would be perfect for a teacher because look at all the shapes. You know, like I'm just trying my best to sell these ugly fucking leggings or ugly fucking shirts. But yeah, we had no control. We could pick our sizes and what we wanted to buy. Like if I wanted to buy an Irma, like 3 Irmas in size small and 3 Irmas in size medium, I had that option. But now when it comes to the designs and what I actually received, no. 2/3 of them at least were butt ugly. And just like impossible to sell. I'm sorry. Some of these things were freaking impossible to sell. Another reason why I left, excuse me, was because of the major oversaturation. Like I said in my last video, there was a 2-month waiting period before I could onboard. That was because they had 2 months worth of people ahead of me who had already signed up and are waiting to be called. But they didn't have enough product to send out to these people. So I should have known, like, oh my God, it's obviously oversaturated. It's obviously going to be extremely hard to sell because there's already so many more independent fashion consultants out there. Okay, so here's another one. Whenever LuLaRoe would promote a new launch, like, oh my goodness, you know, their 4th of July launch or Disney launch or whatever new package, LuLaRoe Elegant, that was another big one. Whenever LuLaRoe would and release these new launches for us, only the major high up big sellers high up in the pyramid would be able to even purchase these products, and they would buy thousands. I'm not talking about dollars, I'm talking about thousands of product. So they would be like, hey, you know, the big sellers would get 1,000 fucking shirts and leggings and everything, and like me and the lower end of that would be lucky if I would get like 1 or 2. And guess what? The 1 or 2 that I did get would be ugly AF. Yes. So I don't care what they say. Oh, that's just how the system's run. It's the first person to get on, you know, to hit submit can buy them. Bull effing shit. That is the biggest lie I've ever been told, because there is no way how these top sellers can literally buy. They'd show pictures of them standing in front of 40 boxes filled of inventory, and I'm like, I couldn't even get 4 products, and you just are showing 40 boxes? Okay. The odds were stacked against the little ones like me. Okay, let's just say that. Another reason why I decided to leave was because we were told that we could make money by selling inventory. I gotta look at my camera. I think I'm having camera issues. Hang on. All right, back. Sorry, camera issues. Yes, the odds were extremely stacked against the low men on the totem pole like me. So they said that we could join and sell the product, and that's all we had to do to make money. Which, when you look at it, like, okay, you could buy a 2-pack of leggings, and I think that was $20. Okay, if I'm gonna try to find my old wholesale sheet, I think a 2-pack of leggings was $20, and you sell each one for $25 each retail. So if you look at it like that, like, oh yeah, that would be a good profit. That you don't take into consideration that half of your product is not going to sell. Like, I don't care if you are the best salesman in the world. I literally could not, some of these things I would try to do a giveaway for and just get rid of them. And some of these things I would feel bad at like giving it away because they were so ugly. Because of the product and how ugly some of them were. Some of them were cute, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy some of the things. They were very cute. in order to make your money, of course, we all know where this is going, you had to recruit a team. So like I talked about in my last video, I did recruit a team. I had 2 girls sign up under me within my first week of joining, and by the end, the very last month that I was with LuLaRoe, I hit trainer status, which I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was like a total of 10 people below me. And how it worked with LuLaRoe was that my directs, like people who signed up directly under me, anytime they placed an order, not made a sale, anytime they placed an order to buy my products, I received 5% from their purchase. So if they paid $5,000 to join, to sign up, that was an automatic $250 that I made just from them signing up, right? So anytime that they made a purchase, if it was like a $1,000 order, I would get $50. So anytime that they made an order, I got commission, right? So that's why they kept on, my upline told me and I told them, and on and on and on, was buy more product. The more you have, the more you'll sell. So I pushed that on them, just like my upline pushed that on me. You know, you can't sell unless you have more product. The more you have, the more you sell. And the reason why we said that was because that was how we got our bonus checks. That was our commission. So the month that I hit trainer was the month that LuLaRoe changed their policy, because I'm pretty sure the FTC was breathing down their neck and saying, hey bro, this is a legit pyramid scheme, because you're making them purchase products, and that's how they're getting their bonus. That's how they're getting their bonus checks, is by commission from what their downline sells. And so obviously that's just going to be me pressuring my downline to say buy, 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 buy. That way I get more money on my bonus check. And so my directs would get they would give me 5% for what they sold, what they purchased. And then if my directs below me signed up a consultant below them, then I would get 3% off of them, and that's how it would go. So for my team, anybody below me, obviously I promoted to buy, because that's how I made money. And I'm sorry, like I know that's horrible, but that's just what my upline told me. That's what I told them. Like that's how I got money, and that's just what I was told to do. So the month that I left LuLaRoe, I hit trainer because I had enough people in my downline, etc., etc. But then that's whenever they changed the policy to where you don't get commission based off of their purchases anymore. They changed it to, I think, like it had to be a commission based off of their sales, which is how it should be from the start, y'all. They should be pressuring me to train them on business sales, marketing, advertising. That's what I should have gotten paid based on, not like buy more product so I get more money, right? I mean, right, y'all? That's just so stupid to me. Duh. So, okay, so right, like a couple months before I went out of business, LuLaRoe instituted this 100% buyback guarantee, which means if you signed up to sell LuLaRoe and you did not like it, or were not successful, or it was just not what you wanted to do in life, LuLaRoe would buy back your inventory at 100%. 100%. So that's like literally no risk, right? I mean, except for your time that you put into it and whatever supplies that you bought. So I actually recruited people with that in mind. Like if they would ask me, should I do it? I'd be like, yeah, it's literally no risk. It's the 100% buyback guarantee, right? They will buy back your products, all of them, at 100%. So you get all of your money back. Okay. Again, I recruited 3 or 4 people with that premise. Suddenly, randomly, out of the blue, LuLaRoe took that policy away. We just got an email one evening. It was like 8 o'clock at night, and they were like, guess what, guys? People just took advantage of the buyback policy. Everybody went out of business, so that's gone now. What? That's the notice that we get, not like, hey, for the next month or 2 months, or giving us some kind of grace period. It was like, starting now, done, it's gone, no more buyback policy. Sorry. So here I am looking like a big old piece of shit to my people that I've recruited, because suddenly that is gone. And that's what I told my, girls below me was it's 100% buyback guarantee, and now that's gone. So yeah, that really, really, really pissed me off. So whenever these girls did and were able to use the buyback guarantee and were able to send their inventory back to LuLaRoe, let me get some water. Sorry. So they would send their inventory back to LuLaRoe, and we would make orders, and their old products that were like years old would be sent to me as new inventory. So I would place an order, and instead of getting new, brand new, stylish, whatever the newest trend was, I would get like 3 seasons ago bullshit. It would be, it would be 4th of July, and I would receive heart leggings from the Valentine's collection. Or it would be close to, December and Christmas and stuff, and I would receive St. Patrick's Day bullshit. I swear. So it turned into such a shit show at the end. I'm not even kidding you. And I'm not even sorry for cussing so much, because I'm so excited to rant about this, because I have had like years of built up aggression and frustration with this company. And this is like therapeutic. Like, y'all are like my little like psychiatrist or something. So God bless psychiatrists and psychologists. They saved my life. Anyway, so and this is going to make me sound like shit, but I'm just getting it all out there, and I'm calling myself out on this, and this is just what happened with me. Hang on. Matthew? Ellie? Can I help you? I'm recording.
Oh.
Do you want in on this?
Nope.
I might get more views. Can I take a video of you in those black shorts right now? Because you...
Hey, go ahead.
Oh my God. Get out of here. Are you going to take a shot? Are you going to ruin my sound quality now?
No, I'm just going to change.
Okay. He's going to change.
Penis.
Oh, Matthew. I'm going to get him on these videos without a shirt on, and I will see the subscriber rate go up for sure. Just saying. Love you. Lord help me with that man. Okay, so I literally have no idea where I was. All right, so here's another big reason why I left. When I first started with LuLaRoe, they were a brand new company, brand new. They were like 4 or 5 years old at this point, and they would have all these problems, to put it lightly. Dear God, can I help you?
Oh, I did my phone.
You can't find your phone.
There it is.
You just want on this video, don't you?
Mm-mm.
Come over here and say hi to the fans.
I don't want to.
I cannot. Okay, so they had all of these problems starting, okay? Major one was with our, the system called Bless, which is how we like checked people out. They were really weird about, we could never use PayPal, we could never collect money any other way, and if we collected it like a cash sale, somebody like paid with cash, we had to enter in that way. I don't know. So, but this system went down all the time. So you would be in the middle of a sale and Bless went down. And this is how they kept track of your cruise qualifying status or your promotions and ranking up and all this bullshit. So when that system goes down and you can't enter in your sales, then what are you supposed to do? You have to use PayPal, or you have to use Venmo, or whatever the shit else it was. So in the time that I was there for like a year, we switched payment people, and there also was a lot of controversy because some states, my state unfortunately, requires a sales tax when you sell clothes, okay? But what if I have somebody who purchases clothing who lives in a no sales tax state, right? Well, how it was set up was they automatically took sales tax or collected sales tax even if they didn't live in a sales tax required state. Am I making sense here? God, I sometimes I explain things really stupid. So I don't know if they settled a lawsuit or just had to change things. There was a big controversy when I was in there because of the whole state. Each state has its own sales tax rules and regulations, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so my freaking memory card just filled up. I swear I have been talking for the last 10 minutes and nothing was recorded. So excited over that. Great. Lots of interruptions, now camera problems, and my memory card is jacked. So this has been a super professional video, and I'm like so thankful that I am such a good YouTuber. Anyway, I don't think that I talked about this, so I have 2 more points left to make in this video. And this is one that's going to make me look like a piece of shit. And you can judge me because I'm judge myself, and it is what it is. Take it for what it's worth. But here we go. Girls were going out of business, right? And some girls chose to send their inventory back to LuLaRoe and then just wait the 3, 6, 8 months for their refund check. Other girls who are going out of business, decided to sell their product either directly, like through sales, like, hey, instead of paying full price for them, come over here to my going out of business sale and you can pay half price for them. Which made it extremely hard for me trying to sell things at full price, right? Obviously, there's tons more competition now. Everybody's going out of business, and nobody's going to want to buy ugly ass leggings from me when they can get them for half price across the street, right? So, or these girls would sell their inventory to other consultants, right? So, and here's where I sound bad. So, girls on my team would purchase inventory directly from other consultants because they could see what they were getting and they could hand pick their own inventory, which is what you should be able to do from the first place, but I digress. These girls on my team would pick out their inventory and buy directly from other consultants, but I saw 0 commission off of that. And that made me a little butthurt. Okay, I'm going to be real, because I would still have to help them answer questions and concerns that they might have and lead them and teach them and train them. But I was not getting paid for that time that I was giving them, right? So in my mind, this is why I justified that it was okay for me to be getting bonus checks from them, because I did train and educate them and help them in any way that I could. Which was fine because I was getting, money from it. I was getting a bonus check and I was getting paid for the time that I was, putting into it. Well, when the girls started buying it from other consultants and I saw 0 money, I did not really want to invest my time in that because I got no return. And that makes me sound like a piece of shit. Yes, call me out. Leave a message below. Call me a big old piece of shit. I get it. But time is money, right? And I was taking time out of my own sales or my own family to help and train these girls, and I was seeing no money in return, right? So, judge me, I know, that still makes me sound bad, but it is what it is. So this last story that I want to tell is the story of me being bipolar AF and literally working myself to the bone, to the point where I forgot to eat, forgot to drink, forgot to take care of myself, barely slept. And my husband found me laying on the ground, passed out on my basement floor. So what had happened was we had just put Ellie to bed. Thank God she was asleep. And Matthew was like, hey, I'm hungry for dinner. I'm gonna go pick up something from a fast food restaurant. Do you want anything? And I was like, yeah, sure, just get me something. I'll be here working because I'm here working all the time. It's 10 p.m. Who cares? I'm always working. And he went to pick up food and he found me literally collapsed, passed out on the basement floor. Okay, again, this is not LuLaRoe's fault. This is my fault. I was undiagnosed as bipolar. I worked myself to death almost, and it is what it is. But this happened with my time at LuLaRoe, and so because of LuLaRoe, I literally passed out. My husband called his mom to come over to our house at like midnight to watch Ellie while she slept so he could take me to the hospital. He took me to the hospital, and it took them multiple attempts to get an IV because I was so dehydrated. And then once they did get an IV, it took multiple, I think it was like 5 liters of fluid that they gave me before I could even pee. So my electrolytes were all jacked up. I had to take potassium. Yeah, it was not a good situation. I like really messed myself up just because I was manic. I don't know. I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat and drink when I'm manic. What are you gonna do? Somehow still ended up gaining like 25 pounds while I worked for LuLaRoe. So I ate sometime, I guess, because whoops. But that happened, and yeah. So that was a major eye-opening experience for all of us, me and my family. Like, hey, you are not taking care of yourself. Like, maybe you should try to eat and drink water, right? So that was what kind of like started the ball rolling of me getting out of LuLaRoe. So, well, basically getting help, psychiatric help, and in turn, me getting out of LuLaRoe. So, I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. This has been a long ass video. Thank y'all for watching. I don't think I'm going to be making any more LuLaRoe videos. I think that we've had enough of that. I think I want to move on. I want to do research on other companies. Monate is just now hitting my scene where I live, and I'm not into it just from everything that I've read and heard. I'm really looking forward to doing some research and looking at Monate. Other like smaller other smaller MLMs like Usborne Books, Scentsy, Collar Street Nails. The smaller ones are not getting very much attention right now in the anti-MLM world, so I'd kind of like to dive into those because you don't hear much out of them, and people don't even realize that like Scentsy, yeah, that's a pyramid scheme too. Like, yeah, sorry, it is. But I also want to really dive into Arbonne, really want to dive into Monate, and just kind of talk about how predatory and how shitty it is to work for these kind of companies and associate yourself with these companies to make $1 if you're even going to make any money at all. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your support in this. I'm having fun making these videos and editing them. I will say I did get a brand new editing software, and I am learning it. It's a slow process, so bear with me while I figure all that mess out. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you on my next video, which should be put up very soon. And subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a like, a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!